I should have gone
Don't
first.
run it, please. Don't run it.
Okay. I'm going to try to keep this short. But for those of you who know me, it's very hard. Because once I start talking, it's difficult to stop. The first time I met Nathania.
Let's keep that going.
It's not serious, right now.
Okay.
Is the door open? It's kind of.
The first time I met Nathania, she was 11 years old. I didn't know anything about her except what her father said. She's my little princess. She came into our house, a beautiful little princess, with her beautiful red hair, her wonderful smile, her beautiful face. She was wonderful. This was the first time that she had been back to America, the place she was born. When she left when she was a little girl. She didn't really know, she knew English when she left. When she came back, her English was not exactly what it had been when she left because she'd been living in Argentina. So she came back to a place she knew and didn't know. She came back to her father she hadn't seen in a while, and she came back to the woman who was going to be her father's new wife. So we didn't know each other. And I realized we were going to have to get to know each other. What I found was, oh, I don't need that. What I found was a little girl who was not only beautiful, she was very helpful, she was very thoughtful. When I was going to prepare dinner, she said, "Can I help?" I said, "Sure." I said, "You can help me chop some vegetables." She went and she took my biggest knife. The knife that was almost as long as her forearm. She was 11 years old. She took a cutting board and a big knife. And I looked at her and I thought, oh my God, I don't think this is going to work. She said, "Nathania, maybe you want this knife." And I handed her a knife this big. She said, "No."
No.
I know her daughter, but I didn't know her. She said, "No, I want this knife." Nathania, I think that knife is a little bit too big for you. She said, "No." Not too big, I can do it. So I rolled my eyes and said, I thought, I'm scared. I don't think I can let her use that big knife. It's very sharp. It's a little girl. I said, "Nathania, I really prefer that you use this knife." She said, "No, I can do it." So finally, I insisted that she had to use the little knife. But the point was, I didn't know Nathania then. And I didn't know that when Nathania said, "I can do it," Nathania can do it. Nathania can do anything. I didn't know that Nathania can use a knife at 11 that's this big and slice it all perfectly. I didn't know that at 15 years old she could jump out of an airplane, a skydive, and she'd never done that before. I didn't know that Nathania could work for our neighbor who was an architect at an architectural house, and he had her she was just an assistant. He had her putting together housing models of houses. And he came to her father and he said, "She's remarkable. She's better than the people who are architects that I hired. She can do a perfect job." I didn't know Nathania. I didn't know that Nathania could do anything. But I learned that Nathania could do anything. And then when Nathania went to the academy, and you could probably remember her there, Andrea, that by that time I knew her. So when she called up and she said, "I'm studying for this exam," it was legal, some legal stuff with customs. She said, "I don't know it, I don't think I could do it." And she's crying. She said, I'm going to fail this exam, I don't know how to do it. By that time I knew Nathania. I said, "Nathania, you can do it. You can do anything." Nathania is the only person I know, and her father's probably going to be on here right now, but the only person I know, and I know a lot of people, she's the only person I know who once Nathania makes up her mind that she wants something, Nathania can get it. I see a lot of people shaking their heads. You know Nathania. So you know that when Nathania decides that she's going to do something, she's going to do it. Not only is she going to do it, she's going to do it better than anyone else. Nathania can outrun, outjump, outbeat up almost any human being on earth, woman or man. She is remarkable. I didn't know Nathania could go to mud races and beat everyone. The relay races she went on, they looked at her, you? And Nathania said, me. I could do it. And she did it. I have so much respect and love for this remarkable person. But it's not only the fact that Nathania can do anything. That's only part of what makes her so remarkable. Look at her. I mean, everybody knows. Nathania's beautiful. You walk down the street with her, you walk into a room with her, everyone's head turns. Because not only she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. I mean, everybody sees it. I remember in our synagogue, not just in our synagogue, in every synagogue, there's the Jewish holiday called Purim. And at Purim, you're supposed to get drunk. That's one of the good things about being Jewish. They actually like when you get drunk. And what you do is, on that night, you get drunk and you put on some silly play. And it's silly play that has to do with topical issues. So, I don't remember what the play was, but Nathania had a walk-on part. The walk-on part is, Nathania was playing Jennifer Lopez.
And that was something else.
Now, she wore this really hot, sexy dress. She walks on it. Our rabbi, who was a very calm, very scholarly, very sober person, took a look at this beautiful, gorgeous girl walking by him, and his face got even darker red than the blouse that Karen is wearing. He was so embarrassed because she is so beautiful, but her beauty is not just physical. When Nathania walks into a room, her smile, her eyes light up, and you feel that. You feel her love for people, her love for life, her love for the fact that life is great. Her love for her little brother Harry, who I'm not going to talk about right now because Harry's going to talk tomorrow, so I'm not going to talk about his feelings, but I can tell you that she loves her little brother so much and he loves her so much. And I have her to thank for the fact that we're at a formal family dinner and Harry is asking for ketchup and a gravy boat because Nathania taught him to dip his finger into a puddle of ketchup. She poured all this ketchup in the plate. Harry, put your finger in your mouth. Put your finger in your mouth. So Harry, when he was a little boy, didn't know how to eat ketchup except in a puddle. So we had to do that. Nathania is loving not just to little children, not just to her little brother. When Nathania lived with us, one of the times she lived with us, my mother was still alive. She was sick. She spent a lot of time with us. Nathania took care of her. She pampered her. She loved going shopping with my mother. Loved looking at clothes and jewelry. Speaking of clothes, this girl, who can beat up anyone, any man probably in this room. Sorry, I hope you're not insulted, but she probably can. Maybe even you, Jonathan. Loves this very physically powerful woman. It's also a girly girl. And I remember the time, she must have been, I don't know, 16, Nathania, when she said, Alice, do you think we could go and look at wedding dresses? We go to a department store, I don't remember whether it was Macy's or Lord & Taylor's, but one of the department stores, and she wants to look at wedding dresses, and they say, sorry, because she was too young. They knew she wasn't buying anything, so they weren't going to let us do that. She said, can we look at gowns? So we tried on all these, she tried on all these gowns, and not only did she try on the gowns, she had to take photos.
Exactly. Exactly. Everything was documented.
So she is so phenomenal because you don't expect this incredibly powerful, physically powerful woman. I forgot the fact that when we went on a family ski trip, Nathania had never gone skiing before. Never put on a pair of skis. Now, I can't say she was better than her immediate family because Jorge and even Harry, we don't count. We are not physically active people. But she was remarkable. By the end of the ski trip, she was going down these huge mountains. She'd never done it before. So this person is, I don't know, I don't have words for her except for remarkable. And everyone of you here who knows her knows what I'm saying. So I'm not going to go on and on and on because you can fill in all the details yourself. But there's one thing that I do also want to say. Nathania, in addition to everything else I mentioned, is very, very smart. And Nathania knows, she knows it's really, really good. She saw that guy over there. She saw, come here. And she saw Jonathan.
Waiter.
I don't know whether it was instantaneous in her mind, rational stuff, but something deep inside of her knew, I can't let him go. Because this person who is so kind, so thoughtful, I tell her all the time, you have the kindest man on earth. And I know he's going to be upset because he thinks he is. But you have the kindest heart. That's remarkable. She knew I can't let this person go. But she also knew that in addition to being kind, thoughtful, considerate, and patient, he is not as exuberant as Nathania, much more quietly so, but every bit as strong as she is. Because there is no way on earth that Nathania can have a happy marriage with anyone who is not as strong as you are, Jonathan. So I have so, you have to, you can't, she's a force of nature. You cannot be around Nathania and not have that kind of strength if you're going to do it on a daily basis. So I have to say that I have so much hope, faith, and trust in this union, and I thank you, Nathania, for making Jonathan part of our family too. Yeah. Thank you so much. Part of our family.